Hello everybody and welcome again to my channel. My name is Auburn from Burn Studio, and here today we are going to paint an abstract heart. And so we have some very new techniques that we're going to be doing today, and I'm very excited about it, so I'm just going to dive in. First things, if you got a burn box from me, you would have received a palette knife. There is a variety of different sizes of palette knives. Doesn't matter. They all pretty much do the same thing. Some kind of little tray of paints. They might be loose. It was whatever I could get my hands on. And so I used my palette knife just to kind of put those paints down on a plate. Or you can go directly from here. It's up to you. Either way is fine. Then you would also have two brushes. There's a variety of sizes. You know, any kind of a medium-sized brush and a small round brush will do. And have yourself a napkin, and you have some napkins in there. If you're like, what is she talking about, burn boxes? Just comment below and I can make an art kit for you and get it to you. But first, let's just dive into this painting. I want you guys to explore. We're using all the colors here, but as always, I'm a person of options. So let's say you're like, man, I really just want to do the cool colors. I just want to do green, purple, and blue. Then just do that. Or you're like, I hate orange. I don't want orange in there. You don't have to use orange. You could do more pinks. I just wanted to show the array of all the colors and talk a little bit about color theory so you know how to come in and design your own abstract art. Speaking of that too, designing your own, I want to see the pictures. So make sure you message me on Facebook, Instagram, or on my email, burnstudioreservations@gmail.com. I'd love to see the pictures. Okay, guys. So here we go. All right, blank canvas time. You are going to be sketching in your own heart. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be a perfect heart. Just start roughly in the center, you know, starting on one side to the other. I'm going to start real light. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and draw real dark so y'all can see. One side, but you start doing it lightly. And that's a pretty big heart I got there. I like to do a lot of lines when I'm sketching. And don't worry about having to erase these lines. There we go. I mean, look at that. It's not perfect. I don't care. Because I'm going to come in with paint. I'm going to bring some of this down a little bit more. I'm not going to erase any of that. I'm good with it. All right? So now we're going to come in and start doing what's called mapping of the colors. Now, if you did get a kit from me, you actually have all these instructions and step-by-steps as well on here. So make sure you check that out and look at the pictures. If not, follow along with me. And here we go. So when we're coming in with mapping, it's kind of like we're just making a quilt. Oh, and I also want to say, I'm painting very quickly on this. Feel free to pause. Fast forward, pause, whatever you need to do. That's what's great about having a video. And then you can always come back. So I got my bigger brush. I got it damp. It's kind of dripping just a little bit. And I'm just going to come in here and just put water all over, just priming my canvas to be ready for all the acrylic paint that's about to happen. See there? Just water everywhere. No rhyme or reason. Just slap it in the water. Slap it a bit, slap it a water. I say a lot of random things. Okay, so now I'm going to actually come in with white. And so I don't need a lot of white, just a little bit on there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of this in the background because my background is going to be this. I'm going to try to stick with vertical, horizontal for right now. On the inside, I'm going to come in with some white too, but it's going to be more like smushing. Vertical, horizontal. And this is just good practice for when we come in with our colors. A little bit of white goes a long way. So you definitely don't worry about laying this white in thick because it's on white canvas. So I just used a little bit and I only did that twice. So make sure you can save your paint. And now I'm going to start coming in with some more colors. You can do some purples in here and just kind of having, you know, purple going across this way. You can change it up, really. This one probably will not be the same as my original. that's down here because every time I paint, I kind of paint a little different. So if you're following along with those written instructions, it might be just a little different than that. Like already, I don't think I had pink down there, but I'm kind of feeling some more pink today. And I rinse out my brush just lightly, and I'm going to come in with some orange smooshing. That is a bold orange right there. Lots of orange in that. So this could have been pink here too, or it could have been red. In that area, I got orange. I'm going to do some orange up here too. Why not? Okay, now I'm cleaning out my brush, and I'm going to come in with my green. I tend to like to blend in my green and my yellow together. I feel like this is a very vibrant, happy painting that I was going for. So I'm double dipping green and yellow and slapping that in the center. Now then the yellow will get closer over here to the orange. This is where I come in with a little bit of color theory. So on your color wheel, and I tried to get it, your little kits, if they were the circular kits, going in order of the color wheel, but I had my kids help me. So some of them might have not ended up exactly. But yellow is friends with orange. It's next to each other on the color wheel. So those can blend and overlap. See like that? Yellow can also be friends with orange, and they can blend and overlap. Green and orange, it's like they're like, it's okay, but not really. Blue and orange are complementary colors, so they're opposites. So we definitely want to make sure we don't put any blue in our orange. Red and green, you think, yay, Christmas. No, you don't want to mix red and green together. They look good next to each other. That's why I could even pop some more red in right here if I wanted to. But I don't want to put red on my green. Purple. Purple over here is great. That I had all down in this area. But purple and yellow, mix those together, not so bueno. I even have a little saying I do, because I used to teach middle school, and it was, grr, my pie tastes like B.O. I know, I'm goofy. Grr, green and red. Hey, you'll remember it though. My pie, purple, yellow, tastes like B.O. So there you go. Something for you there. Okay, so now, oh, I got an alarm on there, sorry. Now I'm gonna start coming in with some blue. Like I said, blue next to orange makes it pop. So I'm coming down in this area with some blues. Oh, I got a little bit of orange in there on accident, and I want to show you how they kind of make each other look dingy and gross. So that's why I got to be careful. I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to do lots of layers. I always say don't let yourself be very specific and worried about this. I'm going to stop before I get to the orange, but just have fun. Have fun. Let it go. No, I'm not going to sing to you today. Not a Frozen song today. Now if I bring some blue over here on this side, mixed with that pink, oh, it kind of makes a nice soft natural purple color too. Clean out my brush, and I have still a little bit of paint. I'm just gonna throw that in there. Now some of these are naturally dripping a little bit, and I kind of like it, so I'm gonna leave it. But I do need to come in with red, and I need some more green over here. So I'm gonna do a little green and blue. They're best friends on the color wheel. One of my favorite colors. How many of you guys like some teal or turquoise? There you go. A little green in that area. That's fun. So what we know right now, green is good friends with yellow, green is good friends with blue. And now I need to come in with some red. Red is good friends with orange. See there? And it doesn't have to be specific. I could even just do like a little sliver of some color and leave it be. Then red is also really good. Oh, let me scoot this way over. It's really good friends with purple. It's also red and blue make purple. Red, obviously, its child with the white paint is pink. So they can all be together. So that's pretty much kind of my mapping out. So when I say map, I just mean I'm putting in the colors, and then that's gonna be where I come in with my palette knife. Now, obviously I'm gonna come in with some more white with my palette knife. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that with my mapping too. I'm gonna show you where the white's gonna go. Because sometimes when you're doing this and you're just diving into paint, you forget a little bit. Scoot this over there. So I'm gonna definitely have some white in this area. It's gonna come down. I have some white over here around that, and in this blue, right around this part of the heart. Now, one color I'm not going to use with mapping is black. I'm going to save that for the very end. Now remember, if you're like, whoa, she's going really fast, pause me. Do a little bit, paint a little bit, pause. So you still notice I'm going with that vertical, horizontal, in that area. And I want to go ahead and do, I'm probably going to have some more white over here on this side. So I have a lot of white in the background. So I need to also, whatever's in the background, bring in the inside. I'm going to want some white on the center. Now, right now, you might be looking at your heart and thinking, oh, no, some of this stuff. It's only just begun, okay? We're just beginning. We did essentially a multicolored underpainting. And so now we're gonna come on top with a palette knife. So I talked earlier about a variety of palette knives that you can have. It doesn't matter which one you got in your burn box. If you're doing this from home and you're like, I don't have a palette knife, you could do some of this stuff with your finger. I don't know what other household item you could probably use. Maybe a spatula, a little tiny one for cupcakes. So this is my map. So I want to come in now with my palette knife, doing green here, green and yellow here, doing red. I could add some pink. They're all friends with orange there, coming in. But there's different techniques to palette knife. I call them shh. It's the 4 S's. So we have slice, which is where you kind of come on the side. You notice how I'm pushing my finger down? Like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of palette knife you got. Slice is where you can come around edges. Even put this closer to the camera for you. You can slice down. Okay. And then I have smoosh, which is kind of just like I talked about a cupcake, putting butter on toast or putting icing on a cupcake. That's smoosh. Stab. That's where you use the end of the palette knife. And you come in and you can either stab away some color. I'm going to be showing all of this. I just want to go slow here. And then scrape. That's where you can use the edge and you scrape. And you got to hear that sound. So we have slice, stab, smoosh, scrape, slice, stab, smoosh, scrape. I used to, in my classes, I'd do a song from Chicago. Maybe if somebody could name that song, maybe I'll have a prize for you. It's a good one. You haven't seen that. Okay, so now I'm gonna dive in. Up here, I'm going to do some scraping. So I had blue, I put a little bit on there. And I had pink. Boom, boom. A little bit of both. And I'm going to scrape down. Now, if you're like worried about getting it into your heart, don't worry about that. So I scrape down. And it's just fun, okay? Now I could have maybe some more pink, red. I could scrape down in here. So I go vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. I have some, I'm kind of getting rid of all the paint as I go. I get some purple and some pink here. Go across and down. Isn't that fun? Now, if you're like, I don't know yet, I can't decide yet if that's fun. Well, just keep going and keep playing with it. Now I'm getting over here on this side, so I did kind of wipe off my palette knife. And I have greens, blues. I could even come in with some white. I could even come in with some yellow. So you just kind of decide more of what you like. I think I could definitely scraping still. scraping. Now I'm gonna go ahead and come in with my blue, and I'm gonna show you slicing. So slicing, see if I can get a little closer to the camera. Coming down, see that? It's just right on the edge. Coming down. So a slice is more of a line. So when I get the paint for that, I just actually dip my palette knife into the paint. Isn't that funny? So let's see, do some more slicing there. I could do some slicing this direction. I'm liking that. I think that's fun. Even, you know, I have some red over here, so I got to get rid of some of my green, but I'm kind of feeling like adding some little bit of yellow over here, right next to the purple. I got rid of my green. Isn't that fun? That's a nice slice. Okay, now for, oh, I forgot to do my slice there. Sorry, just kidding. I got a slice along the side of the heart. That's where you turn your palette knife. If you're, I want you guys to keep trying this and keep playing with it, laying in those colors pretty thick. You should have plenty of paint in those kits. Okay, slicing down. Did a little bit more there. Could even add some right here on the outside edge. Oh yeah, see, I like that slice. Wiping it away again. I'm gonna do some more slicing with black over here later, but not yet. Okay, and black will be down over here too. And now I'm gonna come in with some smushing. Wait, I forgot orange. See, I start going, and another thing is always stand up and step back. So for me right now, I'm teaching you guys, it's kind of hard for me to stand up and step back, because then y'all would be like, where'd she go? Oh, there she's back. Oh, where'd she go? So I'm trying to look from the camera to back on the side to see where I'm at. All right, smushing. So I have orange and yellow. I could also have orange and pink. I could have orange and red in this area. I'm just gonna smush just a little bit of that paint. Let me pull that up close so you guys can get a little bit more. Yeah, smush that colors. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna smush in some white. Now, we're gonna do a lot of smushing with white. Oh, let me get some more white. See, that white kind of blends with that, and that looks nice. Just going back and forth in that area. I need to add some more to my palette. Okay, some more smushing that white in that center. And then I'm going to smush some white all the way above the heart, up on this side. Real big. Oh, it came into the heart a little bit. That's messy. Let it be messy. Then I can scrape or smush. You're gonna find you like one technique more than the other, but I need some white on this side, so I added some of that there. I'm going to slice with white now, coming down. You can slice or you can scrape. Slice or scrape. Go back and forth. Now this is where stabbing starts coming in. Because you could do an area and you're like, ooh, I like that. And then you're like, no, I think I'm gonna scrape that away. Get lost in it a little bit. Don't feel like, you know, like I said, you can pause me for a while and just play. And then come back, be like, okay, now what else we got going on? Or just have fun all the way through. I was trying to figure out. All right. Okay. Did I slice on this side? Nope, I didn't. Slice. There we go. Okay. So now this is where you want to, like I could stab some color in here and pull some away, stab in other areas. Sometimes I just think the stabbing is fun because it does a cool texture. Let me show that up close. It's kind of fun in there. And you're gonna look at it and see, what else do I need to do? What else needs to be, do I need to get some more? Like I think I could get some more reds over here. Maybe I'll do just like a tiny bit of some purple in that area. My palette's getting pretty messy and yours probably is too. That's why I do think it's kind of nice to have it. Ooh, let me scrape some of that away. There we go. And so, you know, playing. But if you put the paint on your palette, you don't have to worry about completely sabotaging your little plate things. I'm gonna add some yellow in that center. I feel like it just kind of needs it, just a little bit. Smushing in some more yellow. Ooh, it got some red in there. So that's where a good spot I can show you some stabbing. I can stab some of that away. See that? And I could leave just a little bit. And then if I feel like adding a tiny bit over here, you can add a little bit. You might think, well, how on earth is she going to get that back over here? Black! That's how. Other things that are also fun is if you're getting frustrated with the palette knife, you can go ahead, sorry, I think I moved that. You could go ahead and come in with your fingers or with a brush, and you can soften it all back up if you'd like to. So just kind of keep playing with it and see what you like more. But I want you at least to attempt the palette knife and try all the what were those again? Scrape, smoosh, stab. What did I miss? Oh, yeah, that was the scrape. Oh, slice. Slice, scrape. I messed up my own song. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and come in with some black. So I am going to be doing most of the black, or the beginning part of the black with a palette knife. So this is what I was saying, when I apply the paint, I slice the paint like that. See how messy my palette is? And I'm going to slice black on this side. Slice the black. Slice, scrape, stab some black using the end. Stabbing. Now don't go too crazy with your stabbing and poke a hole in your canvas. That's not a good thing. Okay. I need more black. Let's stab in some more. Ooh, I kind of like that too. Yeah, and I got slicing some black on this side. Now this is where if you're like, okay, I'm not getting the palette knife. It does take some practice. And you can watch this video and do it multiple times. But you could start coming in at this stage with a small brush if you'd like to. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you can do some of that with a small brush. Here's my small brush. And get it just a little bit damp. I like the edges on that one, but you could definitely do some, you know, scraping and stuff with that and that side. But on this, I'm going to start coming in and just doing some little vertical. Remember how we all started that way? Some coming into it. Gonna have some coming on this side. That looks more gray. I need more black. There we go. On the side. Kind of like the idea of having some more of that coming over here on this side too. And this is where I talked about if you want to even come in with your fingers. You know, just dip your hands in, have some fun, tap it into there. random dots, you know. Tap up some black on this side too. Or if you're like, oh, I don't know if I like the dotting, you can come back down with some long scrapes. You can smooth that out if you don't like the texture of it. All right. Now, oh man, I kind of feel like I could keep going with black today. I hope everybody's doing well. I miss seeing people and teaching in class. Okay, I'm going to clean out my small brush. Now I'm going to come in with more white, the same way that I just did with the black. So I'm going to bring some around on this side in between the black areas, just to lighten it up a little. Obviously, I'm going to want some more up here too. And another benefit of not having to do this all at once is that you can stand up and step back and be like, okay, what else do I need? What other colors are really necessary right now? Or let it draw all the way and then do a whole nother round. Take your time. You're not in any rush with fiddling. You can do some dotting. I like that, going all the way down the side. I did some dots on the original that were kind of going across this way. I could come back in the palette knife, bring in this white, or do it with your brush. So essentially, now I'm at the stage where I'm telling you to fiddle and finish. So fiddling and finishing, you know, you could fiddle forever, then you're kind of like, oh, I should have stopped. So that's why I say fiddle and then finish, because you don't want to get to the point where you're like kind of overdoing it. But still, if you're having fun, really, who cares? You're having fun, just go with it. I think it's coming together. I would definitely probably keep fiddling just a little bit on mine, but mostly I was here just to guide you guys in your painting. Maybe some black dots here, that's kind of fun. I think I need a little bit more white stabbing in the center. That black seems awful strong. And I suggest going ahead and using up all your paint. Just remember the rules. Remember what colors go well together and what colors do not. They're called complementary colors. And so green and red. Yay, Christmas. No, don't do it. Blue and orange, BO. Just like it smells is how it looks when you mix that together. Purple and yellow. Those are all the colors that don't mix well together, but they look good next to each other. So you see now I'm just kind of having fun. I'm just coming in here and painting with my finger. I'm using up the paint I have left and like, oh, now what do I want to do? I have all this red. I think I might put a little more red over here. Maybe some dotting there. I'll probably see something after I'm done with the video. I'm like, oh, I should have done some more of that. That's why I always say, stand up, step back, walk away for a little bit. So, I hope you guys had fun today. Let's compare the two. I did that one pretty fast. Oh, yeah, I think I like this one better. But I could keep, like I said, I'm going to keep fiddling with my other one until I get it finished. And I hope you guys all had a great day and you found some joy and some excitement in painting with me. I know I enjoyed it. It brought a little sunshine to my day as well. And I hope to see you all in the studio soon. If you're an out-of-towner and you're like, what's all this going on? I can get you a burn box and you can keep following along and painting with me from home, wherever you are. So thanks again, guys, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just click subscribe. If I can get, I always do my videos live and I post them exactly what I've done. I don't change anything. So if I can get 1,000 subscribers, I can do it live immediately. And so you guys can get all of my videos even faster, which is awesome. So thanks again, and I hope you all have a great, great day.